Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. Today we launch a new series, the National Team Packs. With this series I would like to support all the Hattrick users from the new one until the oldest one that maybe are stuck since years in the League 3, 4, 5, 6 depending on the size of your country. And with this project, I would like to give you a clear direction from day one until the competitive phase, helping you to achieve the top leagues. So I think we can start. Let's launch the intro. The first question could be, why choose the national team packs? I have 3 points for you. The first one is that the national targets ensure you the strongest player in the game. It's like the real. We have the national team that are calling the best player of your country. Also in Hattrick, we have the national coaches and the scouting staff that are selecting the strongest player in the game. The second point is that you will have a clear plan from day one until the competitive phase. Step by step, you will build your players being able to compete in the top series. The third point is that you will invest in players that will keep their value in the long term, thanks to the skill that you will build and thanks to the experience that you can benefit only thanks to the national and under 21 matches, and you will have unique players. Now, before to share with you the national team packs and how they work, I need to share with you the two main pillars of this strategy that is a long-term strategy that you need to know before to start. These two pillars will be helpful anyway, also if you will do another kind of project. The first pillar is the long-term vision. To reach the summit, first you need to know how the top series teams are built. Because without that goal, that target, you will be stuck in the middle of League 4, League 5 because you won't have a clear direction. And this is also because the national team packs support you, because give to you a clear plan. Anyway, you need to know it, and I wrote also to 10 different users in 10 different countries in the first league, and the values more or less are the same. We are speaking about teams that have an estimated value of around 50 millions, 100 millions euro average, even more. To fight, to win the league, to win the cup, to fight in the Hattrick Master, for sure you need to be near the 100 million, but depend also the size of your country. The average age is from 29 years old, so also here we are confirming that you need to push the competitive phase when you reach the peak of the skill from the 29 years old. The salary will be huge. We are speaking about 600k euro weekly. For this reason, you need to have a good stadium and you need to fight in the cup. To go step by step in, you need to achieve a lot of rounds because they will give you money, extra money, season after season, that will support you, your balance, your economic balance seasonally. And from my point of view, is better the official cup that give you a lot of income thanks to the matches than a secondary cup when you are in a competitive phase. The second pillar is recognize the club's life cycle phases. This is really important. A lot of users are doing a big mistake. Push in the wrong moment. If you have core players of 25, 26 years old, is not the right moment to push. You need to follow the growth of your players, their age, and with their age, be in the right series for them. If you push the competitiveness, increasing the stamina share in the wrong moment, you pay the team around your core players in the wrong moment, you waste money because you won't be able to compete in the top series because you will face, I don't know, maybe you win the series 3, but when you will go in series 2, you will face against competitive team with an average age of 30 years old, with the psychology, the foreign coach, etc., with a high stamina share at 30%, even more, and you won't be able to win. So you need to follow the flow. You need to follow the phases, and which are, I divided in 3 parts. The first 2 have the same goal. Focus on the training. You will keep the stamina share at 10%. The difference is that in the first part of the cycle, when your player will be young, you will have few costs. low salary and you will have profit. In that moment you need still to push in the market, etc., to ensure a good budget also for the long term. In the second step, you will have the stamina share still at 10% to boost the training, because anyway your player will be 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, but you need to still to push their skill because you are not reaching the peak still, and there you will have good skills and the salary will increase, the cost will increase a lot. There anyway you can go step by step near the top series. You need to follow the growth of your players. In the middle of phase 1 and 2 you have the under 21 phase. That is a good momentum because you can have fun in the middle of the cycle. You can increase the stamina share for some moments, you won't lose so much training, but you will have a good opportunity. Boost the experience of your players thanks to under 21, and you won't have any other opportunity. So in that moment you need to follow the under 21, hoping will be the time for your player. Thanks to that, you will have a boost of experience that at the end of the cycle, thanks to the experience of your club plus the under 21, your player at 29 years old will be really interesting. And there you can increase the stamina share, build the team around in a proper way to compete in the top series. All the cycle, 4 real years. Under 21 phase, 1 year and a half. This is the baseline. You need to keep in mind that this is a long-term vision. But I'm asking you, since how many years are you stuck in the middle of the series? I think a lot of years, if you were like me. Therefore, if you follow a plan like this with the national team packs, at the end, you will have players that really can fight for the top series. You just need to follow the growth and build the team around having the money to build it. So you need to make profit, but I will show you how. So now, are you ready? Finally, we can introduce the national team packs. First step, your budget. If you have a low budget, you can start from the under 21 packs. I made the video, you can check it. You have all the info to start playing like this. You will have more or less all the info how much money you can make thanks to under 21 packs. If you have enough money, you can follow directly the national team packs that anyway are doing the middle and under 21 cycle, building a long-term strategy. Why I inserted as limit 50 million? Just for an idea. National team packs can be a solution for the Hattrick users that are not able to preserve the liquidity of their money. If they are seeing the money go in the board reserve, the national team packs can be a solution because you will build players that are really interesting for the market and they will keep the value, as I told you before. So this is a solution. Of course, more budget you have, a starting budget, better is. You will make money in the middle of the cycle with the national team packs, for sure. I will show you why. But higher is the starting budget, better is, because you will buy better players, because you will be easier for you support the team in a specific phase of the cycle in which you will have huge salary. So more money you have, better is. Now let's see the second step. In the second step you can choose between 7 packs, from the goalkeeper to the forwards. Depends really about the style that you want to apply in your team during the life cycle, because depending on the pack that you select, you will play in a different way. If you select the defender pack, means that you will play for a long time with 5 defenders, so with 5-3-2, with 5-3. If you select the forward package, you will play for a long time with lineup with 3-5-3, 2-5-3, because you need to train the forwards. So this is the main KPI. But at the end, each pack will give you money, extra money to complete the team, and will support you to build strong players that will be your core players. Here we are with the step 3, the final one. That means implement the plan, guys. You need select the pack. Here we have an example with the forward pack. You buy 6 players, in which 3 can be the core players, the one that will be since day 1 until the competitive phase. with a good loyalty. Therefore, you can have also, maybe you can start from unknown players. You have one on players with the on bonus of 1.5, and you build around other two core players with a different specialty, for example, to have three strongest, the best forwards that the game can build. Here you can spend your money because this player will keep the value, and you need, together with your own player, or anyway, you need to have three players really strong. So you need to have the good specialty, you need to have the good starting skill. Here you can pay from 1 to 5 million depending on your starting budget. And this player will stay with you from day one until the end for more than 4 or 5 years. The second half of the players are secondary players. That means that you can buy them with a low budget, because less you pay them, more profit you make at the end. And this is a mid-term vision, because you can complete them maybe after under 21 cycle, selling them in the right moment, maybe when you complete them, in this case at scoring. You need always, also for the profit players, the secondary players, you need always to buy with a specialty, maybe of a smaller count that could have anyway an opportunity to play. In this way, also if you pay them also 10k euro, at the end they will have a good value after the mid-term cycle, because they will have good skills and good specialties. Therefore, thanks to them, you will make profit to build the team around. This is the main concept. After that, we will see video after video all the opportunity that you could have to make profit thanks to the cycle built for these three core players specific. To conclude the video, let's speak about our Basecamp. We need a specific place within the game in which we can match the demand of the users with the offer of the national team staff. And we have already this place, and is the National and Under 21 for Everyone Federation, created by Salnas, I think 1-2 years ago. Here we have already, I think we are in 300-500 users, mainly staff members, and here you can find the best prospect that the staff is suggesting. So let's go there. Of course, is for supporter user. For this reason, we need to create a network. How? We have our federation, national federation, that are free for the normal users. So, in the Salnas Federation, National and Under 21 for Everyone Fed, we can insert all the national packs, all the info to build a plan thanks to the national targets. And in the specific federation of each country with the specific language of the country, we can talk also about that. The national team staff can share with the user also these tools that will be the guide of the national team packs. In this way, we will have a common information showing the quality and the advantages of these national team packs. At the end, we will have two effects. The first one is the active one that already today we are doing as a national staff member, that is share players, share targets, and this series could be a support, a tool to promote and to share the benefit to the normal user. And there will be also the passive effect, because if we share this info, if the user will see these videos, like you for example, and you feel the benefit to follow a specific clear plan thanks to the national team packs, at the end, everyone will play in a better way, because also the quality in the market. If we understand how build the player in the market, we will find better players, because you need to know that a top team, when is looking for a good player, is not so easy, because we have a few players with really strong skills, with a good specialty, with a good experience. Therefore, if we learn how to build the players, it will be easier for the national team, but also for the user find the good players to complete. Because at the end, think if you select the forward pack, you build 6 forward, at the end you will sell some of them. In parallel, another guy will select the inner midfielder pack and will sell some of them, because he cannot play with 6 inner midfielder and you cannot play with 6 forwards. Therefore, in the market, if every user will follow this guideline, will find a good matching and everyone will find better player in the market. Also, will be easier the work of the national team. So, I'm really, it's a dream, but anyway, I think it's a good strategy. And that's it. This is the main overview of the national team packs. Join the federation, follow the channel to be updated with the next novelties. In the next video we'll speak about goalkeeper pack. And for today, thank you. Thank you for watching and see you in the next video. Ciao ciao.